Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is up? Welcome back to Brothers to the End podcast, episode 37? 37. Also, they totally heard you in the intro because I told you to be quiet, and you were like, I was born ready. And you could totally hear it over the music, but it's fine.
I did this too. I was born ready. That's
you
what
did.
I said.
You were flexing on him a little bit. I wish I could flex like you.
Dude, well, technically everyone can flex like me.
No, I can't flex like you, bro. Look at, I don't even know. Did you know I don't know how to flex my bicep?
Your bicep? I'll teach you one day.
Oh, you can't see. I was lying. I can flex it.
I can.
You can what?
I can see you.
Oh,
I always have your stream
How do you
up.
see me?
Yeah.
Oh, through the stream. Well, you don't see me live, so it was a delayed bicep flex.
That's facts.
So, anyways, welcome back. Did you just have shades on? Wait, what happened? Whoa, those are clip-ons, bro?
It's not clip, it's magnet. I can do this, watch.
But wait,
this is terrible podcast. This is a terrible podcast. I have
Dude,
like gamer glasses.
Gamer glasses? Do they work?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Okay, I'm not. This is not a sellout.
Anyways,
portion.
my glasses don't actually. My glasses aren't gamer glasses. I need them because I'm fucking blind now.
Oh, well, then I am gonna sell out because my people over here do prescription as well. Shout out to Gamer.
Wait,
Advantage.
really?
Yeah.
Bro, I might need some of that. And then you snap on sunglasses.
So
snap on sunglasses, yeah. Bro. I might have to give me some of them. God damn.
They're actually so good.
Dude, that's the worst part about having prescription glasses because I don't have prescription sunglasses. So every time I go out in the sun, I don't do anything about it. I don't have sunglasses.
It's
I can't
literally
see.
a 3-in-1 for you. Your prescription, it'll have your sunglasses and it's blue light. They block blue light.
You got a code for that, dude? You got a link, bro? Affiliate?
Honestly, use code Vern everywhere.
Okay, just code.
Literally,
Interesting.
This is like my goal with that. If you guys just start using code Vern everywhere, like Lamborghini, like the Lamborghini dealerships are going to be like, who is this Vern guy? Why, we don't even offer coupon codes. Who is Vern? And then everyone's just going to point at me, like, maybe we should hit him up.
Interesting.
Maybe we should work with him.
You think there's a ton of people listening right now? They're going to go out and buy a Lambo and just give the code Vern?
Use code Vern?
Yeah.
I heard code Vern will get me 10% off.
Just mention code Vern for 15% off to the dealer. Yeah. I'm sure they'll hook you up.
It might not work, but
that's true. You won't know until you try. You won't know until you try. It's been a minute. We've been late. I don't even know how long it's been. Dude, it's been a minute.
Well, we're just kind of got off track, and then everything is just like so crazy. But hopefully things are starting to get back to normal. Did you hear that so our area in particular is like 69-70%. Last time I heard, this was like a month ago, fully vaccinated. That's okay, good. So let's start the podcast off on a good note.
That's true.
Fully vaccinated, and Oregon and Washington are like getting rid of the restrictions, like mask restrictions and stuff like that. It's like literally going back to normal. Eateries, restaurants are. I don't know why I said eateries. Restaurants are going back to like full capacity and stuff like that.
Bro, what the fuck?
Things are getting back to normal, man.
Yeah,
it feels good.
It does feel good. We've actually been able to like hang out as friends, like as a group of friends, not just wave from a distance over the internet. We actually get to hang out with one another, which is nice. Dude, it's really nice for me, Steph and I, because Cohen's going to be 7 months in 9 days,
have you guys had a
by
single
the way.
night off?
No. No, you don't really have a night off. How are we supposed to have a night off? We have a
you have built-in babysitters everywhere.
No.
Go out.
First off, I love all you guys. You guys are good people. You guys are my friends, but I don't trust you to fucking watch my child right now. Not right now.
Your mother?
I mean, yeah, my mom, but like, you're
dude, okay.
You want to be? I'll be honest with you, bro. I am on a very consistent schedule right now. I wake up at 6. Actually, I woke up at 5:45 this morning because little man was awake. And dude, I get tired by 9. I stream till 9. Like, the last thing I want to do is like go out.
Yeah, but you take days off, and
I hang out with,
like you guys should be able to just enjoy each other.
Yeah, dude, I'll be honest, bro. I put my son down to go to bed, and I miss him 20 minutes later. I'm like, wow, I wish he was awake right now. I miss him so much.
You're such a dad.
Yeah, so like I don't want to go. I mean, I do. We'll have a night out soon, I'm sure. But no, we have not had a night out once in
crazy to me.
Almost 7 months. So
that's crazy to me.
You know,
well, hey,
that's called parent life, my friend. That's called parent life. You make some sacrifices, but they're well worth it in the end. So
ain't gonna see. Hey, bro.
You ain't going to see me making those sacrifices anytime soon.
Fridays are for me. Saturdays are for the boys. Forever.
Forever?
I'm getting fucking hammered, dude.
Forever. Jesus.
Hey, figure it out.
I can't wait for that to change. I'm going to get this clip.
Figure it out. I'm going to be yelling that to his bedroom or her bedroom. Figure it out.
What does that mean? That's horrible. That's horrible parenting.
Figure it out. Figure it out. I'm drunk. Dad's getting drunk tonight. Figure it out.
Jeez, he's joking, by the way. For those of you listening, maybe first-time listeners, thinking, Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking loose cannon.
I don't have a kid.
He doesn't. And at this current state of his mentality, whatever he's got going on there in terms of fatherhood.
I'm a loose cannon.
I just said it, bro. We got to delay that as long as possible until you change.
I should not be in charge of any. Oh, I would take care of your kid.
No. No. Oh, so. Dude, my dog is so. Did you hear him right there?
Yeah.
Dude, he's so. Ever since Cohen was born, Reese and Sullivan start getting like, they were having a little power struggle, and Reese started like asserting dominance even more so, and kind of got into it with Sullivan a few times, and now, dude, he's on edge, bro. I literally just like I dusted off some stuff on my desk, and I barely tapped the top of his head, and he went. He like freaked out. It was all.
Little Soul has some trauma.
Yeah,
though.
He got big trauma. Poor baby. He acts like people hurting him.
It may have involved children. You know,
maybe. I don't think so.
And so like there's like now a little baby here, and he's like, last time I saw a child, it was not good for me.
Oh, Jesus.
And so he's kind of.
No, he's great with Cohen. Anyways, I don't even remember where this conversation started. We've already gone on about 4 different topics to start off this podcast. It's been a minute.
Just where we've been, what we've been doing, man.
Well, I don't know how long it's been since we've done a podcast, but it's been definitely more than 2 weeks. I will take a lot of responsibility for that because for some reason most of the time I don't even know what day it is. Every day it feels like it's just the same. I don't know. And time is going by so fast.
Dude, like halfway through 2021.
Bro, it's just, I can't even, I swear I go to sleep, I wake up 2 weeks past. Like, I don't understand what's happening right now. Time is just, it's going by too fast. So, that's my fault. We've been pretty inconsistent recently with the podcast, and we were doing so well.
Yeah.
We were doing so well for so long.
Life happens, but we'll get back on track, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so too. And honestly, I still want to set up a podcast area in the house for, especially, we can bring over Rickadiculous for an episode one day, get the boys. So I don't know. We got to do something. And Steph's actually the one kind of setting up like a podcast area in her office. It's kind of a work in progress right now. So we'll see. We might be able to hop on that.
That'd be sick.
And I also just got
a nice little reminder.
Yeah, and I also just got I'm building like a mobile stream setup. Not like mobile as in like, a backpack.
I don't know what you mean.
But like I'm getting a whole thing to build a little cart for the house so we can do stuff throughout the house. So which would be perfect for the podcast too.
That'd be sick.
So maybe, and then that way we can do it wherever. We can go on the fucking couch and do it if we need to.
That would be so sick.
Yeah.
I love that because there's nothing more like exciting. Not exciting. That's not the right word. But just than a comfy, cozy podcast, just like it just feels good. We're all just hanging out on the couch, chatting. I mean, you guys might be in your car, but I'm lounging right now.
Yeah. Wait, I'd be in my car?
People who listen.
Oh, dude, I thought you meant me. I was like, why would I be in my car and we're doing a podcast together? I mean, I technically could. Discord's on your phone. Pretty sick, dude. It would sound like shit.
Oh, it'd be sick if we got like an F9 like sponsorship.
Yeah,
and we're just like doing out the in a Ferrari, dude. Just having someone zoom. We're in different Ferraris, and we just gotta scream at each other for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
very spitballing.
Yeah,
my brain's constantly going. You know how? Hey,
yeah, that's a really good idea. Have you seen the Ball Brothers F9 commercial?
No,
you haven't seen that. I think it's an F9 commercial. It's on SportsCenter, but it's like they somehow. So they filmed this thing with Lonzo and LaMelo, and they're in the car driving. And it like shows them. It's the Black Widow movie. That's right. It's the Black Widow movie. Have you seen that?
No.
No, yeah, dude, it's so funny. They have like little cut-ins of the Ball brothers, and they're like talking about the scenes from the Black Widow. It's like they're in the trailer. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it's actually hilarious. That's weird. We could do that, but with Fast 9. Fan-made trailer.
Jello Ball in it?
No. Who?
Okay, so LaMelo and Lonzo.
That's what I said. Yeah. The two that are actually relevant, in the NBA.
Jesus, man.
Not the one who's a thief.
He played on the Pistons G League team.
Oh, dude. I know. That's my topic.
Transition.
I literally have that on here. Okay, you know what? Let's just jump into topics. We've been gone. Dude. Let's dive in. I apologize. It's all my fault. But if you really want to blame somebody, please point it at Vern. Point the blame at Vern, because I got a lot going on. All right, I'm a dad now. That's my excuse.
Come at me. That's fair.
Vern's just drunk.
I'm an alcoholic. Sure. Yeah. Duality of the podcast.
Okay,
it's nice.
This was a good move. So Pistons. Speaking of the Pistons, draft lottery #1 pick, Cade Cunningham. Anybody?
I don't follow college basketball all too much, but Cade seems to be like the overwhelming favorite.
Well, yeah, I mean,
for pretty much everyone.
Pretty much without a doubt, Cade Cunningham should be the #1 pick.
And so that I would be thrilled with that. We have a lot of good young guys on the team already. I feel like obviously we're not winning a championship next year, maybe though. But also,
didn't you say this last year?
Yeah, well, we were making the right moves, but we struggled with injuries and stuff like that, and then we kind of just completely tanked. So honestly,
if there was no injuries,
we were destroying everyone because everyone else is dealing with injuries, dude.
Well, it's because shortened off season.
NBA's in a disarray now.
Yeah, it is.
So the Pistons have the #1 pick. I almost cried when it happened. I'm super excited because I feel like this is finally we really can't mess this up. Unless they find a way to.
You just had to say that.
Yeah, we can't mess it up. We just pick Cade Cunningham, even if they don't they're exploring other options and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If they pick Cade Cunningham, I feel like it's a safe option too. No one can get mad at them for doing that.
It's the only option if you're the Detroit Pistons. Period.
Sure.
So you know what's crazy? A couple weeks before the draft lottery, I was doing sometimes I just do a random 2K league. On you just run you try to take your favorite team and you get a championship, right? So I remember that same draft, Detroit got the #1 pick and you guys got Cade Cunningham, and I was like, oh my god, Vern finally got his #1 pick. Look at the Pistons. And then fast forward the next season or 2 seasons, Pistons got into the Eastern Conference Finals. You know why? Because they had Cade Cunningham and they had fucking Nikola Jokic. That was your squad, and then you had someone else a big name as well, and I was just in shock. Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's the thing too is people. Even though I know Detroit's not a destination team for a lot of players, but if they're a competitive team, I think that would entice the all-star we need, the role players we need. If we're competing and we just need that one more piece, I feel like somebody would consider it for a shot at a championship.
I feel like that's where the Blazers are right now. It's we're obviously a small market, but I still think because we have Dame and where Dame is and the players we have currently, I think that it's almost enticing to a big player, but obviously that hasn't happened yet. So speaking of the Blazers, though, I'm sure you saw the news about our new head coach.
Yeah, I heard he was getting a lot of backlash too. We can get into that.
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, yeah, we can jump into that. But so let's go back. Pistons #1 pick, draft lottery, Cade Cunningham. I am curious to see if that makes an immediate difference. Again, I'm not super familiar with Cade Cunningham. I just know that I'm pretty sure he's 6'7" or 6'8", and he's a point guard.
Big. Yeah.
So, I mean, right there, that's just automatically.
I think he's going to play the 2, though, for the Pistons, because everyone that I've seen was talking about him and Killian Hayes being a dynamic backcourt duo.
Okay, so who's your guys' big besides Mason Soft Plumlee?
That's it.
Okay,
yeah,
so you guys don't have a big.
Isaiah Stewart but he's small for his size.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's solid, but he's just small for his size.
Yeah, no, he plays a lot like Ben Wallace. He reminds me a lot of Ben Wallace. It's actually cool. He was pulling down 20 board. Sadiq Bey, I think, is
but he's he's not a big.
He's more of a scorer. But
yeah,
like I said,
a team. You got a young team.
A lot of good young guys, and they all got minutes last year too. And so they're everyone's developing real well. I think they just need that one piece to bring it all together.
I think you need an actual good big, which you could always get. You never know. You never know. I don't know. Oh, and you guys have Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Jeremy Grant is nice.
Yeah.
Jeremy Grant is nice.
I'm telling you, we have pieces. Mason Plumlee, I think it was because of inflated stats. Obviously, like we're just not a good team, and so his stats are inflated a little bit. But he played well for us. I think it would be nice coming off the bench.
He's a solid big man off the bench, but he is not a starting big by any means. So
yeah,
but he is a good role player. But he's just not a starting five. He's really not a part of the starting five. So, but Jeremy Grant, Team USA, and I can't believe I totally forgot about him. So, but he's playing for Team USA in the Olympics, which is pretty dope. Dude, have you looked at the Olympic roster? Holy shit. There is no shot in hell Team USA is going to lose the Olympics. If they do, if they don't get a gold medal, I am going to be completely shocked unless they all get injured. Dude, you got to look at the roster. It is ridiculous.
Oh, I have that option.
It is actually ridiculous. It's I'm excited for them to just whoop ass.
The roster consists of Bam, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton, and Jason Tatum. We're lacking in the big man department. But
yeah, I don't think they've gotten the bigs yet. That's everybody that is
agreed.
Yeah, committed to Team USA so far. I'm sure there will be more. But
the Bucks showing out right now.
I mean, even then though, even with that roster, ridiculous. So the only one I'm a little weird, like how did Kevin Love? I mean, why is Kevin Love on there?
They are lacking bigs, dude.
I guess, but Kevin Love should not be on there. But
I feel like, dude, I just saw a who was it? I literally just talked about it on stream. Somebody, the Heat. The Heat are pursuing Colin Sexton, but that might involve a deal with Kevin Love. So, and I don't think they're gonna dump Jimmy Butler. Obviously, like they're trying to build a championship team with Jimmy Butler.
Wait, so is Colin Sexton on the Cavs?
Yeah.
Oh, duh. If it's with Kevin Love, obviously.
Yeah. So I'm so excited for this offseason. Dude, basketball has just been fucking fantastic.
So wait, they're getting Colin Sexton in Miami. What about Victor Oladipo?
They're trying. Victor might be a part of the deal. I just saw that on Twitter a couple days ago. Nothing's confirmed. This is just speculation.
I wish Victor Oladipo could stay healthy, man. I like that dude. He's a beast. He just can't stay healthy, but I know he'd be such a good piece for any team.
That's always so many players' careers, dude. Oh, as a basketball fan, you just never wanted to see go down with injury.
This year's been rough with that. Dude, did you see Giannis's injury?
Yeah, dude.
That one, it looked worse than I think it is. It was a hyperextension, which I don't know how long he's going to be out with that. But at least, it wasn't like a torn ACL or anything like that. Like, obviously, a hyperextension is not great, but it's best case scenario after what I saw from that injury, because it looked bad.
Yeah, which is super sad too. Like, there's been a lot of heat coming down in the NBA just because of the sheer amount of injuries. Like, literally, these players are not having much of an off season. Granted, with like COVID and stuff like that, it's been super crazy, but they don't have much of an off season. They're playing games literally every other day in the playoffs.
A lot of back-to-backs too, or at least in the regular season.
And like as a basketball fan, that's fantastic, dude. Like, inject that shit into my eyeballs, right? Yeah. Like, I love being able to just, like, especially at the start of the playoffs, every single day there's basketball, and it's fantastic, right? But now you're seeing the adverse effects of that, where key players are getting injured. I mean, dude, Antonio Davis was out. Chris Paul got sick. Kawhi Leonard's out right now, dude. Like, just it's like injury after injury.
Did you say Antonio Davis? Who the fuck is Antonio Davis?
AD.
Antonio?
Is that Anthony Davis? Jesus Christ. I don't know who Antonio is. Jesus Christ. Is he a football player?
Bro, you said that and I was like,
dude, I said it with such confidence too.
Dude, you did.
I was like, Antonio Davis.
I was like, who the fuck is Antonio Davis?
Anthony Davis. Bro, even after you called me, I still was like, yeah, no, AD.
Bro.
AD. You know him. Plays for the Lakers. He's the big man.
Holy shit, dude. Sorry.
He's the big dude. The brow.
That one kind of got me for a sec. I was sitting here just in shock.
Just racking your brain, dude.
Who the fuck is Antonio Davis? I'm pretty good with like rosters and shit. I know most players. I don't know who that is. I thought maybe I just didn't know somebody.
Yeah. But, I mean, okay. But I saw an interesting point too, on Twitter in regards to the injuries, where they were basically just saying like the pace at which the game is played today is so intense on the players, and it is such a back and forth, and it's played at such a high speed now, where teams are scoring like 140 points a game. You know,
right.
Like seeing a score of like 70 to 78 at halftime is not unheard of.
Yeah.
Whereas just 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, that's like a full game.
Yeah. I mean, we just had an incredibly low scoring game in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was like 80.
Was it? It was Clippers Suns, I'm pretty sure. And it was like an 80-point game. I don't even think they hit 90, both teams. Which, to be fair, I don't know if that was good defense, because I watched a little bit of it, and good God, there were so many fucking bricks. There were so many missed shots.
Good defense.
And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to chalk that up to good defense. But
great defense. Keep it going,
It was
boys.
84-80, which is just unheard of. Yeah. Even in the regular season, right? And then, but this was a playoff game, so... I mean, to be fair, I guess maybe because, defense is a little bit more important in the playoffs. Maybe I'm going to chalk it up to that. But that's pretty unheard of in this day and age. So I saw that. But you're right. It's the pace of the game is so much quicker. It's not like they're giving it down to the big on the block, running out the entire shot clock and letting the big do his thing, right? That was old school basketball. Now it's fast break, pushing the tempo, buckets in transition, or literally just shooting at the fucking top of the key over a screen with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. It's just like the pace of the game is increased.
Long shots, long rebounds. You got players slumping and like leaping for the dude. It's it's interesting because the league has to do something, right? It's not not sustainable.
Well, no, I think this year specifically is worse because one, the shortened off season. And they had to condense this season and get it right. It was a 72-game season. They already cut out 10 games, but they had to get the games done quicker to be able to catch up because of COVID.
On track, right?
Yeah. So and they had to do it. Granted, maybe I feel like they could have stretched that out a little bit further, like maybe into next season as well, to kind of get back on track to kind of give the players some time. But I'm assuming the NBA did not get the go-ahead for the 72-game format of this last season without the Players Association signing off on it, right? So they had to have talked to them about it. I'm sure they raised those concerns, and people want to get paid, and people want to play basketball, and people want to, life's got to go on, and they got to make the best of it. But injuries fucking suck, especially these playoffs. Like, so many teams were affected by injuries. And I feel like
key players too, man.
Dude, a lot of key players. I mean, here, I'll be honest. I think the Clippers Suns series may have gone a little different if Kawhi had been healthy, if he didn't get injured. I still think the Suns probably would have won the series. Yeah. But I think Kawhi would have made he would have made a huge difference.
Absolutely. It's Kawhi Leonard.
And Serge Ibaka didn't play at all. Like, he was out as well. I don't think the Suns had any big injuries. I mean, Chris Paul was almost injured there for a second. Actually, they have been injured. Chris Paul got injured. He played through
Chris Paul was playing through injury, and then he got sick with COVID. Dude, unlucky, right?
And then, did he get sick with
vaccinated.
COVID? Did he
I thought it was that's the last I heard.
I thought it was just tracing. Like, he was around someone with COVID, so that he had to go into protocol. I don't think he actually came down with
maybe
COVID.
not.
But then, and then Devin Booker broke his fucking nose and had to get it set, and he had all. So I mean, they were playing through injuries, but they had injuries they were able to actually play through. And then you have Giannis, who just went down. Who
Trae Young is hurt too, right?
Trae hurt his foot. He's stepping on the ref's foot. Of course, the two star players in that series. What else? I don't know. I don't know who else, but I know there was a lot of other teams that were
too much.
Too many. Pretty much, if you look, I mean, wait, Kyrie, didn't Kyrie get hurt?
Yeah,
Kyrie got
was
hurt. James Harden got hurt. He was playing through it, but he wasn't his full self. You look at every team in the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure the vast majority of them had a major injury.
Yeah.
Or somebody that
which is super scary, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that being said, though, Jamal Murray was out. That being said, this has been some of the most entertaining basketball we've had.
Yeah.
Like, playoff basketball in a long time. All four teams that were in the conference finals, like, two of them have never won a championship, and the last time The Bucks were the most recent. The last time they won was in like 70, 71.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah,
which is bonkers, dude. The Bucks have been a good team in the East for a few years now. Clippers were decent after they got Kawhi and Paul George. Had a disastrous run last year. But like the Suns, man, and the Hawks playing as well as they have. DeAndre Ayton and John Collins have been playing out of their minds. I think it's both their first playoff series from both of them, and they're just crushing it. Or playoff run, anyways.
The Hawks, Collins didn't play with the Hawks in the playoffs previously? I thought they were like an 8th seed one year. Maybe not, though.
I don't think so, dude.
Yeah, you might be right.
But I really want, and I hope Trae Young, I don't know how bad his injury is. I don't know if he's like coming back this series or this playoffs at all. But I hope so, because I would love to see a Hawks Suns final. Dude. Man. I don't think anybody would have picked that at the start of the season.
Not a
single soul.
Well, I didn't even think the Hawks would get out of the first round, and here they are. In their, I think Giannis going down affects things, but then again, not having Trae, it really depends on if Trae can play. But I didn't expect the Hawks to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I did not expect that one bit.
I don't think anyone did. And Trae Young's playing insanely good. Insanely good.
Insane. Trae, dude, I love Ice Trae. I was stoked. I watched him in college. I saw him get drafted. I loved watching him. I still enjoy watching him. Dude. I love that he completely embraced the being the villain in these playoffs. Absolutely. Bro. He loves it. It makes him better, right? Some people, like, it literally just makes him a better player. And you can tell he's one of those people, and he just feeds off of it. I feel like, I don't know, man. These playoffs have been weird. The Nets shot themselves. I mean, injuries, but how are you gonna build a team like that? How are you gonna build a team like that and then not be able to go all the way? Like, dude, what are they thinking? Dude, what are they doing to themselves? Why are they putting themselves in a lose-lose situation like that?
There's a lot of people that don't like Kevin Durant. I like KD. I think he's one of the best scorers we'll ever see in this game.
I think a lot of people know KD is a phenomenal basketball player, one of the greatest scorers. But KD as a person is... I'm not even going to say words, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, he is not my favorite personality in the NBA.
My man did everything he could to try and bring home the W for the Nets, and they just...
KD's a fucking snake, dude. He is the snake of the NBA. He is. He's got no loyalty. He's just team hopping. He's just trying to build super teams.
DeMarcus Cousins, like, after he started getting traded, bro, after he left the Kings, man, he literally is just following any superstar to any team on 1-year contracts, trying to get a ring.
I mean, yeah, but Boogie's just not the type of player he once was, so... If they need a big man that can, he doesn't really do much anymore. Did you see his free throw attempts in that? You didn't see that? It was in what? Oh, man, what was it? They came down. It was one of the games that came down to the wire, and Paul George came down, and they needed to miss the free throw but get the rebound, right? Because they were down by 2 with not enough time left. So Paul George does it. And they get the rebound, something happens, and then it comes back down, they foul. Boogie goes to the line, and he's got to do the same thing. This man chucked it at the backboard. He didn't even hit the rim. It didn't hit the rim. He chucked it off the backboard like he was ooping it, like it was Shaq in the All-Star game ooping it to himself up from the free throw line. And I was just like, bro, you're an NBA.
That's not how this works,
You're an
Boogie.
NBA player. Like, how do you not know the rules? He looked confused. He was like,
what did I do, coach?
What did I do? I don't know, man. It was wild. I was just like, how is someone who is that? I mean, when Boogie was healthy before all his injuries, that dude was so good. And then I feel like he fell so hard. I don't know. But that's like just knowing the rules of basketball. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. But he's just been, I don't even know what team he's on half the time. It just changes so fucking much. So,
whatever team is like the favorite to win, you can find Boogie at like the 11th or 12th spot.
I would not have been shocked if he joined the Nets.
I mean, he was on the Clippers.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Warriors, Clippers. Who else didn't he play for the Rockets there? Didn't he play for the Rockets at the beginning of the season?
I think he was on the Rockets when Russ and Harden was there, right? Or maybe I might got that backwards. I don't know. Wait, he played on the Lakers too?
Yikes. He was on the Lakers but didn't play. Dude, he's just on everything.
Dude, whatever team is the favorite, I'm telling you.
Man's
just going on the roster.
Man's is bouncing around. That's funny, dude. He's like, hey, listen, I know what I'll do. If I play for the most amount of teams, I'll just play for every team during the regular season, because if I was on the roster at any point and they win a championship, I get a ring.
You get a ring.
Dude, he's smart, bro. He's literally just collecting.
That's the thing. I mean, at that point in my career too, if like I gave my all to a team and they didn't do much, Dame, and
what'd you just say?
At the end of my career, like
your mic cut out or something. What'd you just say?
All I have to do is that's all I want is to win a championship. I just want to win a championship. Fuck it, dude. Catch me on the Lakers.
You're a little bitch for that one.
Catch me on the Lakers, bro.
Catch me on the Lakers. Catch me on the Lakers. Easy for you to say there.
It's so fucking sad.
What?
Actually, so let's get back.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
Full circle to back to the Blazers.
Up, bitch.
So
sorry.
So it was between Chauncey and Becky Hammon
for the most part. I really hope the Becky Hammon second interview thing wasn't just like Portland trying to be like, hey, look at us. We have Becky Hammon in our second round of interviews because she's a woman. Like, I really hope that that's not the case, because Becky Hammon should have been our head coach. I'm actually, I really wish she was chosen. Not that I don't, from a basketball standpoint, I actually do think Chauncey Billups is going to be a great head coach. I just think it's bad publicity for the Blazers and the way they've handled it thus far. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the press conference shit or how Dame's handled it
right now. Because Dame was in there. He was very vocal about wanting Jason Kidd as the head coach,
which was already kind of, there was backlash from that.
Yeah.
So
So as a Pistons fan, obviously I love Chauncey Billups, but then Chauncey, as soon as he got named head coach, and I don't know if it was because they just wanted Jason Kidd or if they wanted Becky Hammon, or they just weren't happy with that choice. But apparently there was like sexual assault allegations from years ago that Chauncey went through. I think he was acquitted.
Yeah, he
was never charged with anything.
He was never charged. But I've read the report and stuff. I obviously I'm not a fucking investigator. I'm not a cop. I have no idea. But either way, apparently the Portland Trailblazers front office did a internal investigation. They paid a former FBI agent or something to actually go back. He re-interviewed everyone that was a part of it. Did all this.
Really?
Apparently they came out and said that recently. And they did an entire investigation, but then again, it's an internal investigation, right? So it's like they're always gonna come up with a final. I don't know. They're trying to put it their way, exactly. Pick the narrative. So I don't know exactly how. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I didn't even
know that was a thing.
Yeah,
but
it's just a weird situation that I feel like the front office is kind of fucked, because one, they should have prepared Dame. They shouldn't have put Dame in a position to look bad, because I feel like Dame did nothing wrong. Like, he didn't. One, these allegations for Chauncey Billups came in 1997. Dame was born in 91 or 92. Like, he was literally a child. It's not like he was
about it.
Yeah, he was not.
I didn't know. I didn't read the news.
He was not an adult. He was not an adult around this time. He did not hear about it. He had no idea, right? And it's not like 20 years later you're sitting there and he's in the same world as him, but I don't know how NBA players.
I was a Pistons fan and I didn't know either until he got hired by Portland. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I didn't know either.
It took me aback, because I was literally, last podcast I was making a claim for Chauncey Billups as the GOAT. What's
crazy about that is I think most of the people who have been causing the ruckus on social media and stuff over it, they probably just discovered it too. Like, I don't. Maybe. I mean, they probably, Jason Kidd probably kind of. So Dame mentioned Jason Kidd, which I think we all knew Jason Kidd's scenario. He was
definitely heard that. Well, that's because he was
domestic abuse.
He got in trouble. Yeah, he got in trouble for it.
And I'm pretty sure, he was charged with that from my understanding. So that actually happened. So, and I'm assuming Dame would know about that, right? But then again, I don't know. Apparently they have a good relationship. I'm not speaking on that. But then the Chauncey thing, I don't think many people knew about that. And granted, it was he wasn't charged, right? So, no, I don't think anybody was actually charged in it. I read the report, and it's a terrifying situation for all. I mean, I have no idea.
You want justice. You want justice.
Exactly.
If there was someone like that was actually like harmed or something, but
I'm not going to speak on that because, like I said, I'm not a fucking cop. So, but there is kind of this. I'll be honest. There's kind of this weird feeling I have about the hiring because even though he wasn't charged with it, you know, dude, I don't know, man. That's kind of, what if it did happen, bro? And now that's our head coach, and like the Blazers front office is just gonna.
It's hard to get excited about it.
Yeah,
especially
dude.
like when your star player is not excited about it, and now like all of these things are surrounding it. And I'll be honest, I think if Portland doesn't make major fucking moves in this offseason, Dame's gone. There's only so much you can do. He's been posting on Instagram and stuff, and I know that's gonna be hard to hear. He's been posting on Instagram. He's been posting on Twitter and stuff about how he's not happy. There needs to be a change. And I think if Portland doesn't do that for him this offseason, I think as soon as I don't know how many years.
Well, I mean,
they're obviously
making a change. I mean, they just fired our head coach and they just hired a new one. So, and then, you know,
that's not the change they need. I thought Terry Stotts was your coach, right? Head coach?
Yeah.
I thought Terry Stotts was doing just fine. I think there's players
you did not watch all the games. Terry Stotts, don't get me wrong. Terry Stotts he's a good coach. He's not a great coach. And he doesn't know how to make adjustments. And I think he lost some of the locker room. Like, I'm pretty sure him and Nurk like were really butting heads. And him and dude, there was just some issues going on. And I watch every game. Like, I legitimately watch every Blazers game. There was times where I was furious with Terry Stotts. The other team would go on a fucking run. All of a sudden, they'd go on a 20-7 run, and he still wouldn't call a fucking timeout. Like, he's that type of coach. He wouldn't make an adjustment. We would get our asses beat on the defensive end for an entire half. So you think, okay, we're going to go into the locker room. We're going to talk about some things. We're going to change it, make some adjustments, change the defensive scheme, do something fucking different. No, they'd come back out in the next half, and they do the same fucking thing, and we'd get blown out. And I'm sitting there pulling my fucking hair out. Okay? I'm just sitting there like, you're the fucking coach. If you can't coach these players, I don't care how fucking big egos are. If you are the head coach and you can't coach them and make them play better basketball, then you're not doing your job. You're not a coach.
I don't even think like the Blazers are that. I mean, granted, I know coaching's a difficult job, right? That's why people get paid the big bucks to do it. But I feel like Portland is one of the easier teams in the NBA to coach. I feel like there's a clear like pecking order.
Yeah.
In the Blazers lineup,
or they hide it well, right? Because
there's no obvious like backlash amongst or animosity amongst the team.
And another thing is, dude, I could tell there was something really going on just the coaching side of things because towards the end of the season, I'm going to use Derek Jones Jr. as a perfect example.
I remember you talking about this.
Yeah, we got him in free agency. We signed him, and granted, I don't think he's necessarily the player we wanted him to be, but we just benched him. Like, he didn't even play. And this dude is a lob threat. He's not a great shooter, right? But he's so long and lanky and fast and athletic. Like, you can use him in other ways, and Terry Stotts just fucking benched him. And
he only got garbage minutes.
Dude, yeah, he didn't even play. And I don't understand, like, why did we go and get this dude and pay him money in free agency to bench him? Like, that was, and then when our defense was still struggling, I remember Terry Stotts being asked a question about Derek Jones Jr., and he said, well, I don't know what you guys expected, but Derek's not the type of dude to like change our defense or make an impact on defense. And he threw him under the bus. And I was like, that was kind of when I was like, dude, Terry's an asshole. Like, why would, that's not what a coach does.
You don't do that to your players.
You don't throw your players under the bus. You take responsibility and you protect your team, right? That's what a fucking head coach does. So that was where I was starting to like, okay, there's something going on here. And then I kept watching and I listened to every interview, and dude, it just got worse. He would dodge everything. He would not take responsibility for losses. He would not take responsibility for like our horrible defense and like him not making any changes. And I knew it, dude. I was like, if we don't do well in the playoffs, he's gone. He is gone.
Yeah.
And then boom, there you go. And dude, I was just so frustrated. And like, here's the thing. I like Terry. I do. He was our coach for a long time. second most wins in the franchise, I think. Or did he pass number 1? No, I think he's second all time for the Blazers. He's been here 9 years, right? I mean, Terry's great coach. He's a good coach. He's a good coach. He's not a great coach. And right now we need a great coach and we need to make a change. So we just need to do something. So it starts there. And then I think, honestly, I love CJ McCollum, but he's our piece that we need to get rid of while his trade stock is still high, because him and Dame just don't work well together. They're both too ISO happy. They don't play off ball well enough.
Too ball dominant.
They're too ball dominant. CJ is just not he can't play the one as effectively as we need him to when Dame's not in. It just doesn't make any sense to have the type of player CJ with Dame. I love CJ. I think he's a phenomenal basketball player. I think he's one of the best like mid-range.
I think he's gonna do great. He's gonna do great on another team. Yeah, dude, fuck it, Pistons, go grab him.
And I think he needs to go somewhere where I think will benefit him as well. Like he will perform better, and it will be a better fit for him. But him and Dame together just isn't working the way we want it to work. And that needs to change.
They have good moments. They have good moments where like, but it's like the games where CJ's on.
Yeah.
And he's so inconsistent. So like the issue that I think, and I want to talk about Ben Simmons after this, because what you said about the coaching it triggers me about Ben Simmons. But like, you're icing one of those two players every single game.
Yeah.
Either CJ's going to come off to a hot start or Dame's going to come off to a hot start. Either one of them is not going to get the touches that they need in order to develop that rhythm throughout the game. And it happens every game. Like you said, it's just not working.
It's just not working. We need someone who's not as ball dominant as CJ as our two, which Norman Powell. I don't know why my voice is cracked there.
Catch and shoot, dude. He plays good.
So I felt like us getting Norman Powell was going to be the big difference. Like I felt like that was kind of the beginning of us dealing CJ. Like, okay, now we have Norman Powell. We need to keep him because his contract's up. We have to pay Norman Powell. And then I think if we can keep Norman, I love CJ, but we don't need him. We need to deal CJ, and we need to get ourselves... I don't know. We need to get we probably need to get ourselves well, here's the thing. You just mentioned him. And here's the thing. Ben Simmons. I actually think Ben would be phenomenal on the Blazers. And here's why. Yeah. I think Ben lacks confidence in his scoring ability. Obviously, like he knows what he's good at, so he's going to do what he's good at, and he's not going to push himself to get better in this, you know, the aspect of his game where he lacks, right? He has no one pushing him. I just don't think he does. But I can promise you, if he's on a team with Damian fucking Lillard, that man will push him to be the best version of himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like absolutely.
So I think if we can somehow make a deal for Ben Simmons, and then that's the thing, you can have Ben Simmons run the offense sometimes. You can have Dame run the offense sometimes. Dame can play off ball. He can.
Yeah.
And when you have someone who can pass like fucking Ben Simmons, who's so big, who can just drive and dish, and then Dame can do his thing, Norm can do his thing, I think somehow we need a package for Ben. Ben needs a new place. CJ needs a new place. I think both teams would benefit from that. So
the Ben Simmons hate. He played awful. He played awful.
Oh, he did
in the playoffs. But dude,
it's not all his fault though.
So that's what I was gonna get at. And when you mentioned the Derrick Jones Jr. thing and the coaching, dude, that's exactly how I feel about Ben Simmons, bro. Ben Simmons is, so if you guys weren't keeping up on basketball or playoffs this year, Ben Simmons is an all-star. He plays for the 76ers, and he basically had a terrible series. They lost in the playoffs, and everyone is shitting on Ben Simmons.
Crucifying him.
Literally, like dude,
his fault.
Like, they want him gone. Yeah, they want him gone. And it's kind of bullshit because Ben Simmons, while he might not be the best shooter in the NBA, he literally has had 30, 40. I think his career high is 51. Ben Simmons career high.
That's pretty high. I didn't expect it to
42.
Be that.
Sorry, 42.
I also say I don't think I ever remember Ben scoring over 50.
42. But my point is he knows how to put the ball in the hole.
I mean, he's phenomenal close. I mean, yeah, in the paint.
He knows how to score the ball.
He's athletic. He can dunk. I mean, he's just good from around the rim.
You got your all-star point guard in Ben Simmons not taking a single fucking shot in the second half of a playoff game.
That's just no confidence in his shooting ability.
You have your all-star point guard being subbed out of the game every single offensive possession, sub 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you are destroying that man's confidence. It's clear that he knows how to make good decisions with the basketball. He knows how to score the basketball. You don't need him putting up 40 shots a game like James Harden, but he's a good piece. And with confidence, you're stripping that from him. Of course, he's not going to be able to do what he needs to do on the court because you're taking away like any ounce of confidence he did have at the rim. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's fair. I think it's a huge slap in the face. And if Ben Simmons was on my fucking team, he would get his touches. You know,
I don't think it's that he's not getting his touches. It's just not.
He took like 8 shots.
Yeah, but he doesn't take advantage of his. He doesn't attempt shots. That's the thing. I watched
because his fucking team. Yeah, it has to be.
Well,
if coach should sit him down and be like, "You have the fucking green light. You're the only person to take a shot the next 5 possessions. I don't care if they go in. You fucking shoot the ball. You dunk the ball. You drive the ball. You ISO. Especially because he's such a fucking mismatch, dude.
Yeah, he's massive. I think the problem, honestly, dude, I don't think Doc Rivers is as good as a coach as everyone thinks he is. That man, every team he goes to has problems. Every single team. And he just is not the coach that everyone wants him to be, or he thinks he is. At least he hasn't shown it. He's had team after team of so much fucking talent. So much talent, and he just can't do anything.
Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Clippers years. Like, that was Lob City, dude, was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
And they were good, dude. They were good. I think they had Lou Williams, too, at that point. But they couldn't do shit with it. Crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. Some coaches, man, it's like, here's the thing. In the NBA, you have good coaches. I think Doc Rivers is a good coach. But then you get into the playoffs where you can't be out-coached. You have to be the better coach. It doesn't matter what type of talent you have on either team. There is a coaching battle going down, right? And it's all about making adjustments. Because in the regular season, dude, you don't have to make as many adjustments. You know, sometimes the teams, you just let the players do their thing. Obviously, you have schemes. You run your schemes. You do it. But in the playoffs, every team, every game, there's new adjustments. And, you know, if one team wins, they're obviously going to adjust for the fucking next game so the same shit doesn't happen to them. And I feel like there's some coaches that they can't make those adjustments, 1, on the fly, and 2, in preparation for a next game or as the series goes on. It doesn't mean they're a bad coach. It just means they're not a fucking great coach. Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of these coaches come up short. Terry Stotts, you know, Doc Rivers. It's just, it's frustrating. But then you have coaches for the life of me, I feel like they're not really like shining examples of great coaches, or they come out of nowhere and then that you can tell that they make great adjustments. I mean, look at the Suns right now, dude. Like, insane. The Suns really don't, like, besides Booker, Ayton, and CP3, they don't really have insane role players. They really don't. But the difference is Monty Williams has them playing phenomenal basketball.
Well.
All of them are playing well. They're all playing their roles amazing. And
Chris Paul's playing the best basketball of his career at 36.
Oh, dude, CP3 rubs me the wrong way a lot, but there's no doubt that he's literally just a fucking legend. That dude is just a menace. I love watching him play when he's not playing against my team, because he is an absolute fucking menace. He's so petty too, which when he's not doing it to my team, I think is fucking hilarious. But God, I can understand why not a lot of people like CP3, but there's just no doubt he is an incredible player.
Kind of a flopper.
Yeah. Oh, he's an absolute flopper. You see that Pat Bev, the shove
fun of him on that one flop.
Yeah. And then I mean, he did flop.
He absolutely did, dude. It gets the calls, man.
That's the NBA, man. Everyone flops in the NBA. Some people are just better at, like, you know, flopping realistically, quote unquote.
Not like, yeah.
Like selling it, but not flopping. There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
But there's some people who just are so fucking dramatic. But if you get the call, then it works, right? I don't know, man.
Basketball, basketball's basketball, baby.
Looks like soccer out there sometimes. Anyways, Jesus, we really took a fucking dive into that one, didn't we?
Basketball, baby.
Basketball.
It's playoff time. We could do a whole podcast on it, bro.
Well,
I love basketball.
We've got the Phoenix Suns winning the Western Conference Finals for I don't know how long it's been. It's
Too long.
Been a long time.
Yeah, dude.
Been a long time. I don't know how long it's been either, but it's been a long, long time. So congratulations to Phoenix fans. 93 was the last time. Holy shit. 93. Pretty much my entire life, the Phoenix Suns have not gotten to the finals. So, and they've never won it. So
the Suns have never won an NBA title and have only made 2 appearances in the championship series, 93 and 75. Only 5 players on Phoenix's roster were alive the last time the team played for the crown.
Holy shit.
Jesus, dude.
So I think, you know, with Giannis going out, I'm assuming he's not playing in this series. I think the Hawks might be able to pull this off. And if they do, Suns and Hawks in the finals is going to be fun to watch, man.
I'm stoked. Yeah, I'm stoked about that, bro.
But I still I think the Suns are going to win it. I think the Suns are going to win it all. They're playing well. Devin Booker is playing exactly how you thought Devin Booker would play if he had a. Here's the thing about Devin Booker. He's a scorer. That man going to go out and get buckets. There's no holes in his game offensively. And then you pair him with someone like Chris Paul who can just make him, Devin Booker, look better and play better and put him in the positions he needs to be in. I mean, that's a recipe for success. And then you have DeAndre Ayton who's just playing exactly how he needs to, you know? I mean, DeAndre Ayton is so big. He's only going to get better and better and better as long as he stays healthy. He's just, I mean, he's already showing like true glimpses of like domination as a big man.
He's only 22 years old.
Exactly. He's literally a kid.
Sheesh.
He's going to be an absolute stud.
Devin Booker's only 24 too. If the Suns pull this off, man, they have the makings, the fixings for a fucking dynasty.
They do. And here's the thing. I call this for Phoenix, like I've been saying this forever, is they were just too young. Devin Booker was too young to be like a true leader in the NBA for a team. He should not have been, like, I still think he's a leader, but he is not like, you know, a floor general. So you bring in someone like Chris Paul, who legitimately, he's the one who dictates the pace of the game. He's the one making all the big decisions. He's, you know what I mean? With his experience, like that was the game changer.
It seems like Chris Paul and Devin Booker have a good relationship too.
Yeah.
And I think Devin Booker definitely has the ability to be a floor general, to be the leader out there, you know? Yeah. And so hopefully he's soaking up everything he can from Chris Paul while Chris Paul's there.
He's 24.
Yeah.
I feel like Booker has been in the NBA for so long. And I mean, I guess it's because he got in the NBA when he was 18 or 19.
Yeah, so he was young.
I mean, and he's been good like from day one. He's been amazing. I mean, it's ridiculous. So
he's been drawing a lot of Kobe comparisons this offseason.
I mean, dude,
I don't know if I'm ready to say that, but dude, he is playing fantastic.
I didn't realize. Did you see the little story about him and Kobe about how they played together and then Kobe asked to like meet up and talk to him in the tunnels, and then went back there and talked for like 15-20 minutes. Kobe signed 2 of his shoes for him, and he wrote "Be Legendary" book on one of them. And Devin Booker has "Be Legendary" in Kobe's handwriting tattooed on him.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's a cool story.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. So, and he's 24, man. Like he's just. I think the Suns are gonna win it. I think they're gonna win it. So, and I'm happy for him, bro.
Dude, as a basketball, like I'm a diehard Pistons fan. I'll always be a Pistons fan. And so with no horse in this race, dude, I fucking just I love playoff basketball right now. And to see the Suns win it, like we knew that the Suns were good, right? Because they came into the bubble last year.
Yeah.
and fucking crushed it. Had the best record in the bubble. Yep. Unfortunately, didn't do well enough in the season to actually make the playoffs. But this could have been them last year.
Yeah.
Then they go ahead and add Chris Paul, and now all of a sudden you got a fucking team, dude. You got a scary team.
You do. Yeah, I think the Suns are gonna pull this one out, but I don't think anyone expected. I still think the biggest like craziness of the playoffs are the Atlanta Hawks. You know, that's just wild to me. Ice Trey's been playing out of his mind. He's so damn good. Him getting injured was like that one. When I saw that, I was like, I'm really bummed. I was like, no. Obviously I don't want any injuries, but when I saw Trey get injured, that was the one that upsetted me the most because he was just like, he was playing so well. The Hawks were kind of going on a roll. They're playing against now Giannis and the Bucks, and I was like, oh man, that's
dude. I think both teams healthy. I think the Hawks still take it.
You think?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is with Milwaukee. They have such a good team, and they added Drew Holiday, which I thought was going to be like this big piece.
I think Drew Holiday's been playing better than Giannis in this offseason.
Dude, what is with Giannis? What is with Giannis shooting, missing free throws, like airball and free throws, and taking 10 plus seconds, 13 seconds to shoot a free throw? What is going on there?
No idea. No idea.
He looks like
that was the first time I've ever seen a penalty called for taking too long at the line. Maybe not. I think Dwight Howard. That happened to Dwight Howard before.
Yeah, that's Dwight Howard. I mean, then again, I don't know why I'm putting...
Dwight's a freak of nature, dude.
Yeah, but...
People forget Dwight's years in Orlando.
Dude,
Dwight was a fucking
He's still
menace.
a fucking specimen. That dude is still massive.
He's quiet. He's much quieter now, but he's still a great player.
And he's still...
you mean great? He's a good player.
You mean quiet as in statistically?
Just in general.
He's not a quiet player. He gets into it with everybody, dude. He's always still getting into it, or because he's so fucking big, bro. Like people try to mess with him, and he just pushes people out of the way, dude. He's still so big. Every time I watch him, he's still making differences in the game. But he's just fighting.
Well, when he gets playing time,
yeah.
Like the most minutes he's played in the last like 10 games or so has been 16, but in those 16 minutes, he grabbed 12 points on 100% from the field, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 blocks.
Ridiculous.
Like that's solid, dude.
That's ridiculous.
Coming off the bench, playing 16 minutes, that's numbers.
I could do that, bro. Give me a 10-day.
Sheesh,
Atlanta, you need some help? I'm free. Can you give 10 days in the playoffs? Definitely not. Don't think that's possible. Imagine. You could get J. Cole. I heard he's looking for a squad.
Bro,
bring him in.
Dude, I wanted to film a video at the gym because they finally took that. So all throughout quarantine, they had like 2x4s bolted to the rim so people couldn't shoot basketballs at my gym. And so they finally took those off, and I've been hooping a lot lately. I wanted to record a video when Chris Paul went out and be like, I can do everything you need, Phoenix. Just give me on a 10-day.
Absolutely
I can do everything you need.
Absolutely
everything.
not. Imagine.
It would honestly been satire, but dude, give me a 10-day.
Oh, a 10-day, dude.
I'm telling you, I'm hoping my dream is that now with the NBA like doing a lot on Twitch and stuff like that, they're like, oh, we need 2 streamers to come play in the Celebrity All-Star game. Then, bro, as soon as we walk on that court, they interview. So how do you feel being no one's having fun today? We're not out here to have fun. I'm here to win. I'm here to get my 10-day. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
there'll be no smiles. There'll be no laughter. I'm beating cheeks today, and I'll say that in an interview on national television.
Cheeks? Dude, this is like a kid show. It's dude, it's for fun.
I'm beating cheeks, bro.
Bro, I'm pretty sure there's kids in the All-Star game these days. Celebrity All-Star game. Can't be saying
there was kids.
Cheeks.
Remember, the kid from Tobey Maguire played in the All-Star game.
What? Tobey Maguire, the actor?
No. Jerry Maguire. Jesus. Names are just not my thing today,
you're on one today.
I'm gonna slip and say something like not okay.
Yeah. Antonio Davis was a weird one for me. Antonio
Davis. They exist. Shout out to Antonio Davis and Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Love them dudes.
Oh, yeah. Those are people. Those are definitely people.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of NBA talk. Let's move on. Otherwise, we'll just be stuck on here for another 3 hours.
Sure. I got an interesting question. I'd love, and we don't have to talk about how I came to this question, but I'm intrigued. Have you ever seen your own butthole? Just be honest.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking for a moment.
Like, have you ever like in the mirror taken a look at your own butthole, or like snapped a photo of it.
I think I have seen my own butthole. Yes.
I haven't.
I've
never seen my own butthole.
I think I want to say what? I think I was experiencing some problems down there.
Sure.
And I don't remember. This is a long time ago. I think this is back in this is probably like 7 years ago. I remember. Anyways. And I was like, I just gotta look. I gotta see what's going on.
Know, yeah.
And I did. I spread them. I spread them and looked in the mirror. And I didn't like what I saw, to be honest. And I've never looked again. And nobody. It was a weird angle. I've never seen myself from that.
But
angle.
you have. So I
have, yeah.
Revealed that I had never seen my own butthole before. And I was getting flamed for it. They were like, "You've really never, taken a photo? You've never looked in a mirror?" And I was like, I scrubbed my ass.
Someone said they took photos of their own butthole. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, my cousin.
What? I mean, to send to people, right? Like as a joke?
No,
he's not just taking pics of his own beehole.
I'm exposing him now. We were on the way to the gym before, and I guess he had like a pimple on like the inside of his butt
so
cheek.
he was looking at
and
something.
So he took a photo of it, and he was like, "Bro, can you believe it?" I'm driving us to the gym, by the way. He's like, "Bro, can you believe this?" And he shows me his phone, and I don't remember the photo. I think I was obviously driving, so I was doing something. Maybe that's it. But I took a look, and I gathered what he was showing me, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And he just starts busted out laughing. And so I've seen his butthole more than I've seen my own. I scrubbed my asshole. I know what's going on back there. It's very hairy. I don't want to have to I don't need to see it. I have no interest.
There's really no reason to. What a weird. Anyways, great transition from the NBA in a 10-day to have you ever seen your own butthole? Well, since we're asking
questions, NBA players have looked at their own butthole.
I'm sure a handful of them.
So you have. It's not as weird as I thought. At first, I was like, who would want that? Who would want to see their own butthole?
No, I've seen my own butthole.
Sure.
Anyway, excuse me. Speaking of questions, I've got some questions to ask you because we talked about this, I think, last episode.
Okay.
And I liked it, so I looked up some more.
Oh, okay.
Moral dilemmas.
Ooh,
so
fair.
I have a little list. Granted, there might be some pretty silly ones in here, but I'm gonna rapid fire them. You can tell me. Well, they have little setups, so I gotta read them. But but you tell me your answer, and
I love
we'll
this.
see. So here's first one. You're right. This one I feel like there's a right answer. You're at your best friend's wedding just an hour before the ceremony is to start. Earlier that day, you came across definitive proof that your best friend's spouse-to-be is having an affair with the best man/maid of honor, and you catch them sneaking out of a room together looking disheveled. If you tell your friend about the affair, their day will be ruined, but you don't want them to marry a cheater. What do you do?
Oh, I'm absolutely telling you.
Absolutely. That's
dumb.
That one's silly.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is
you're not gonna Are you gonna shame them publicly, or would you tell them privately?
Oh no! Absolutely, I wouldn't make a scene about it. But if that was like my best friend, and I know that they're about to be with this person for the rest of their lives, and this person is not the person who they think they're marrying. Absolutely, bro. Right. No chance. Yeah. And I would just pull you to the side and be like, hey, bro, you ain't gonna like this.
Right. Yeah, I think that one's silly. I think there's a right answer there.
Well, I mean, the thing is that could fucking there's a lot to unpack there because there's a lot you could get backlash. Maybe I don't know the situation. Maybe you guys have an open relationship. Although as a best friend, I feel like I would know this. I would have this information.
Right.
Or maybe I don't know. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't believe me,
and you at least you just pull him aside and you ask him. You'd be like, hey man, bro, I just saw that. I don't know. I feel like if I saw that, there's no fucking way I wouldn't be able to say. I would say something. I would absolutely say something.
I think you gotta.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so this one's a little bit tougher. It's very different. You're an eyewitness to a crime. A man has robbed a bank, but instead of keeping the money for himself, he donates it to a poor orphanage that can now afford to feed, clothe, and care for its children. You know who committed the crime. If you go to the authorities with the information, there's a good chance the money will be returned to the bank, leaving a lot of kids in need. What do you do?
Fuck that bank, dog.
Yeah, fuck the bank. Fuck the bank.
They got insurance and fuck corporations in general, dude.
Fuck the bank.
The corporations, dude, they they got bailouts on bailouts and shit like that while the American people were out here fucking struggling. Fuck the bank, dude. I ain't seeing shit. And if they take me in, I'll let them know. I ain't see shit.
Okay, well,
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Torture me? I hate kisses and blowjobs. So then what?
Okay, this took a turn. So you saw this man rob a bank. You know who did it. You wouldn't say anything, really.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay. So what you're saying is you're essentially an accomplice.
Unless he was in there like murdering children in order to
give
clothe
money
children.
to the children?
Yeah.
Okay, that took a...
He was like, fuck these kids. There's other kids that need sweaters.
Well, why,
and then I'd be like, hey, bro,
why is there
cool.
kids at a bank that he's robbing?
Not cool. Bro, I
are
don't know.
Are the tellers children? Is this a children's bank? Wait,
in that case, yeah, that's real fucked up. I'm just saying, if he goes in there and just robs the bank, no one's hurt, no one's injured. He's not like a fucking... Oh, that's some Robin Hood shit. Shouts out.
What was that movie? It was
I'd give that man a medal.
It was a recent movie, and it was about like a grandfather who was older, and or maybe a group of old dudes, and they started robbing banks because like they were like there's like 3 of them, and they're like old as fuck. They're like 70, 80 years old, and they're like, what movie is that?
Green book club. Green book club.
No,
it's
I can't remember the name of it, dude.
Old men.
But it's pretty good. Is I don't know if Morgan Freeman's in that one.
Going in Style.
Going in Style. Yes.
Yeah. 2017 film. I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
What am I thinking of? I'm just gonna stop with the name.
Yeah, today. I don't know. I thought you were talking about the Green Mile or some shit, bro.
Oh, there's a green something that came out recently. That
Going in Style. Yeah, it's kind of like. He's like old, so he's, and he's like, fuck it. And he doesn't hurt anybody. At least I don't remember. Right. He doesn't hurt anybody, but he does rob banks, which is technically a crime. Well, I don't know why. It's a fucking crime. But you root for him, right? So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. A good movie, by the way. Great movie. I remember enjoying it.
I like, as long as they're not like injuring other people. Yeah, bro. It's yours.
Okay, here's another one.
Especially, dude, I wouldn't even have to know what he did with the money. Like,
are you sure? So he could rob the bank, keep it for himself, and you don't care. You wouldn't say anything if you saw someone robbing a bank. Let's say you go to your bank today.
If he wasn't hurting people, no. Like if he,
are you serious?
No, fuck it.
So let me paint this picture. Hang on. Let me paint this picture. So you're saying you go to you got to go deposit something to the bank. You go to the bank right now after the stream, after the podcast. You go to the bank, and you see John. You see John, and he's wearing a mask or something, and you see him. You know it's him, and he goes in there and he robs the bank. Okay, I'm not going to say it's John because that's your friend, and you're not a snitch. It's not John, but it's someone you've seen before. You know where he lives. I don't know. I have no idea what the situation is, but you know who it is. You could tell the cops, and the cops come and question you. You'd say, I don't know. I didn't see anything. I don't know. I didn't see him rob. I didn't see anybody. Even if you don't know where the money's going.
If he was, I think if I was there and I got to see it go down, if he didn't disrespect me at all, like if he shoved me and said, get out the way, ugly, and then like started robbing people, or if he robbed me in particular, I'm suplexing his ass on the spot. Oh, I don't. Hey, bro.
You're not answering this. That's not real. You would tell
corporations, bro.
I don't believe you. I don't think that's actually what you would do in that scenario.
As long as it doesn't harm me, I don't care.
That's a horrible way to look at things. That's horrible. Oh my God! As long as he doesn't hurt me, I mean, he can steal all the fucking money from the bank.
If he was hurting, if he pistol whipped a teller or something like that, I'd be like, bro.
What if he just slides a note and it says, "Give me all the money, put it in the bag."
The deal is done.
It's not a deal. He's stealing. He's robbing from the bank. There's no deal here.
Hey,
dude,
that was me patting my hands.
You're
off,
fucking
cleaning
wild
my hands
for this one.
Bro.
The orphanage, giving the money to, like a Robin Hood shit. That's understandable, but you're just saying straight up, bank robber doesn't mess with me. Fuck it, I don't care.
I mean, if he was polite about it, I mean, I feel like I could tell a lot. If you're, that's the thing is like, why are they robbing a bank?
They're probably desperate, or maybe they're into
what position were they put in to where that's why we just need free healthcare. Free healthcare, free school, fucking delete student tuition, student loans.
Like you say, money's not real. So why would you need to rob a bank if money's not real?
Bro, just fucking print more. The government does it every single day. Do you know that our government is our military spending is 7 times more than like
everything
and everyone. We
so you didn't know that? You didn't know that we spend like a
no, I do. But that's what I'm saying. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I saw a post on Twitter the other day, not to get all fucking like liberal here, but
yeah, you don't give off liberal vibes.
I saw a post on Twitter where they like literally dropped a bomb on a new like U.S. Navy ship just to see if it could withstand it. And I realized you have to do like tests and stuff on that and make sure it's battle ready. But I think like I read and it was like it cost like millions of dollars just to do that, just to drop a fucking bomb on one of our Navy ships to see if it would fucking handle it. And I'm like, bro,
did it handle it?
But you're also billing people who got sick with COVID $2 million. Yeah, you get sick, you come down with COVID, your fucking mom, your grandma, your auntie, uncle, they get out, they go in there. Thank God they live. They come out and they're hit with a $2 million bill.
Wait, what? $2 million?
That's fucking $2 million. No fucking cap.
How long were they in the hospital? What they have to have done?
Hospital, pill, COVID. I swear, dude, it was disgusting.
$1 million?
Breaking down this miracle COVID-19 survivors $1.1 million hospital bill.
1.1 million? All right, that seems a little bit more likely.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Good old American healthcare. I mean, we all know that's anyways, let's not get into that, okay? We're doing moral dilemmas here. That
is the moral dilemma.
That is, well,
$400,000 because he spent 42 days in the ICU, which was $9,700 a day.
Not that it should be that expensive, but Jesus Christ, 42 days in the ICU.
He almost died from COVID.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that's crazy. 42 days in ICU. I don't even know, like. Anyways, that's not
$500,000. 181 page itemized bill. Okay, back to the questions. I'm just saying it. Our system's fucked here.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would.
So if somebody robs a fucking bank and they're polite about it, hey, brother.
At the end of the day, because our healthcare is so fucked up. Okay,
hey,
the next one.
Maybe he's paying for his fucking medical bills.
Yep, you're right. Maybe
his child's tuition. I don't fucking know.
As long as he doesn't push you or
hurt anyone else. I care about the people around. If he's a dickhead.
Okay, yeah, true.
Or she's a dickhead.
What if? Okay. Anyway, moving on. You have a job as a network administrator for a company that also employs your best friend's husband. One day, your best friend's husband sends you a message asking you to release an email from quarantine. This requires you to open the email, at which point you discover that it's correspondence between this guy and his secret lover. After releasing the email, you find yourself in a pickle. Your instinct is to tell your best friend about his husband's infidelities, but divulging the contents of company emails is against company policy, and you could lose your job. Once it becomes plain that your best friend found out about his cheating husband through a company email, all trails will inevitably lead to you as the leak. Do you tell him about the indiscretion?
Damn.
So lose your job or tell your best friend that his wife or his husband.
It's hard because like that's not going to be a thing. That's not going to be a thing that like I'm in. If I was back at the factory and it was like get fired from the factory or like again watch my best friend have to fucking deal with that. Oh, I'm out that bitch. I'm looking for an excuse to quit. Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
You're gonna fire me? Now I get unemployment? Shit.
Someone said I wouldn't release the email to begin with.
Wait, I didn't get all that.
It was a long one. That one's stupid.
Yeah, it was very convoluted. But I'm just saying, like in that scenario, if it was either like tell my friend he's being cheated on or get fired from my job, please.
Okay, here's one. I think this one will be a better one. Okay. You've been on a cruise for 2 days when there's an accident that forces everyone on board to abandon ship. During the evacuation, one of the boats is damaged, leaving it with a hole that fills it with water. You figure that with 10 people in the boat, you can keep the boat afloat by having 9 people scoop the filling water out by hand for 10 minutes while the 10th person rests. After that person's 10-minute rest, he or she will get back to work while another person rests, and so on. This should keep the boat from sinking long enough for a rescue team to find you as long as it happens within 5 hours. You're taking your first break when you notice your best friend in a sound lifeboat with only 9 people in it and he beckons you to swim over and join them so you won't have to keep bailing out water. What the fuck is this? If you leave the people in the sinking boat, they will only be able to stay afloat for 2 hours instead of 5, decreasing their chance of being rescued, but securing yours. What do you do?
That's another easy one. I'm a fucking freak of nature, dude.
I could do it myself.
Honestly, I'll send 3 people over to that other boat, and I'm still keeping that bitch afloat for 8 hours. All right. So, actually, though.
So you could, you'd stay in the boat.
Fine. Yeah. I would stay in the boat, and yeah. Until, dude. And also, like, selfishly, I send like other people over, and I'm just fucking hucking water out this boat. I'm a fucking hero.
Okay,
they're gonna tell stories about me. Like, could you imagine the good life boat is like paddling by, and I'm tossing children to it, like, take the children, take the women, and I'm just sitting there in my boat myself, just slamming water.
Someone said Vern's gonna stuff the hole with his tuna can sausage.
Whatever works, bro. This is life or death.
Jesus Christ.
They can't be mad at me for pulling on my penis if it's life or death.
Someone quote that. Someone quote that, please. I need that saved. I don't know. This kind of reminds me of Titanic a little bit, you know, like fucking Rose, that
fucking
bitch,
murdered Jack.
Didn't let Jack. They totally both could have fit on it,
bro,
and just had it. No, I need the whole thing for myself. You know, reminds me of that. I don't know, man. That one's hard for me because, I mean, we're in a situation where, you know, our cruise just fucking went down. We're in a goddamn lifeboat. We're potentially, I mean, essentially slowly dying, aren't we all? You know, waiting to be rescued. And if I don't know, man, that'd be hard. I don't know. I think both. One is selfish, but like self-preservation. If I know that if I jump ship and join my friend in the other boat, and I can go home to see my family and my child, you know, I'm safe, I would think about that. But then again, am I condemning the other people, the other 8-9 people on that boat to die? Like, Jesus Christ, I don't know if I could live with myself if I do that. So there's the moral dilemma, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's like, so in my head, like, in all seriousness, if I was on the other boat and you were on the sinking one, and I knew that it wouldn't like disrupt anything, because obviously like people getting in and out of boats is problematic. I would join you. If there was like women and children on the sinking boat, I would absolutely bro, like I said, I'm a freak in nature. I'm an athlete.
Dude, that one's tough. That one's really tough. I would be on the sinking boat 100%. Here's the thing, like, it actually reminds me of the scene again from the Titanic where that Rose's fucking dick ass boyfriend grabs that little girl and says, so he can be on the fucking boat with the children. You know, you remember the Titanic?
Yeah.
I do. You know what I'm talking about? That scene? Like, I remember watching that, telling myself, that dude's a piece of shit. You should just fucking go down like the rest of them. You know what I mean? And he's such a coward. And I know for a fact that I don't know. Then again, I'm not in that fucking scenario. I don't know how I'd act. Maybe I would be a fucking coward.
I literally just tweeted about this and like people's will to survive. In like post-apocalyptic settings and stuff like that, bro.
You do crazy shit. You don't know. You've never been in that situation.
Shit,
you might eat somebody.
Will
you might eat somebody?
Hell no, bro. If there's a zombie apocalypse and
you wouldn't eat somebody, if that was your only food.
Hey, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. Yeah. Just fucking kill
me. Honestly, if there's a zombie apocalypse and the world is gone, as I was saying, if the world is gone, well, you know, what if your family's still alive?
Good fucking luck. We can all die together.
I don't know, man. I mean, I would agree with you. Like, if I had no family left and it was just me, then yeah, I would just off myself.
Recently watched Quiet Place 2.
Yeah. Oh, don't say anything.
Great film. It's a great film. Super
I'm sure it is. I want to watch it.
Fucking why, dude?
What do you mean,
bro?
Why try? There's kids.
Why fight so hard to fucking live?
Kids.
Fuck it, dude.
She doesn't. I'm sure. I haven't seen the movie, but I watched the first one. She's not doing it for her. She's doing it for her kids. You don't want to. You can't. It's different, bro. You. If it was just you, if it was just her, I bet she wouldn't do it. Because that is, at least I wouldn't. But if you know, for a kid, man, that's different.
We grew up. We have so much. great. We were very privileged growing up, and we have an immense amount of trauma. Those kids are not going to be okay regardless. Okay?
Yeah, you're right. They're going to be fucked up. They're going to be really fucked up. Yeah, so, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. All right, on to the next one. Yeah. You're involved in a 2-car crash on your way to work one morning in which you accidentally... Oh, this is the one we did. This is the one... Didn't I ask you this, or you asked me? Which you accidentally kill a pedestrian. As you get out of the car, you are intercepted by a tearful woman. Yeah, okay. We did that one last time. How do you feel about that still? I would absolutely confess my responsibility. There's no way. If I killed someone,
they're convinced.
No, it doesn't matter. I would not let some woman take the blame for me killing someone, and I wouldn't be able to live with myself, dude. I legitimately wouldn't be able to live with myself.
I did the motion where I zip my lips and I
yeah, we already talked about this. We're not getting back into it. Okay. Your family is vacationing alone on a private stretch of beach with no lifeguard. Your daughter and your niece, both 7, are best friends and eager to get into the water. You caution them to wait until the water calms some, but they defy you and sneak in anyway. You soon hear screams of distress and find them both caught in a strong current. You are the only swimmer strong enough to save them, but you can only save one at a time. Your niece is a very poor swimmer and likely won't make it much longer. Your daughter is a strong swimmer, but only has a 50% chance of holding on long enough for you to come back for her. Who do you save first?
Save him. That one's actually tough.
Because honestly,
I told you so. From the
that's not
the beach.
Honestly.
No, I wouldn't do that. I probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could make that decision. I would literally
but you have to. You have to make the decision right now. You don't have any time to think about it.
I mean, I would just go in there and do my best to save them both. I would literally go after both, and all 3 of us would probably die, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen if you try to save both. But if you could save one, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I hate. I don't know, dude. Yeah, that one fucking sucks. I mean, I would.
If
I would save my child, obviously. You know, if Cohen was in the water,
I don't want to put your guys. I was gonna give you a scenario with you, Rick, Haley, Hazel, Steph, and Cohen are all at the beach.
Don't make me do that.
And now it's like that's the scenario, and you're the only one that can swim and save them.
But it's interesting because if they're both terrible swimmers, that's one thing. But if your child is a strong swimmer, you know, I don't know. I think in that moment I would tell myself okay, my niece can't fucking swim. But my kid, no, she's a good swimmer. He's a good swimmer. He'll be all right a little bit longer, right? Like, he can keep his head up out of the water. Then maybe, you know, in that scenario, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go take care of my niece or nephew first.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I had confidence in my child to be able to tread water, then yeah, I would save my niece or nephew first.
That one's hard. That one sucks. That one sucks. All right, I got to let you.
That's why you just don't even go in. Fucking run into the water.
Oh well, that's valid. I'll probably keep your eyes on your kids when they're 7 years old and they're in heavy currents. You're an EMT on the scene of a car crash that involves your spouse and the lover you didn't know she or he had. They are both They are both gravely injured. Your spouse's injury is the worst of them. You can tell it's unlikely he or she will pull through. Meanwhile, his or her lover has a neck wound that will prove fatal if pressure isn't applied soon. Whom do you choose to work on?
I'm the EMT.
Yeah, you're the EMT.
Oh, fuck. So, damn.
Work on your spouse, even though he or she cheated and probably won't pull through. Your loyalty lies with them. Work on his or her lover. They can definitely be saved, and even though you may hate them, saving them is your job. I mean, if my job... I would
never... Nope. So, unless I knew the cheating...
You're an EMT. Your job is to save people.
Yeah, but
it's
if I knew I could save...
It's not you.
So in that scenario, people always want to get upset with the other person in the relationship, like the person that they're cheating on. Like if my girlfriend was cheating on another dude, people always want to get mad at the dude. That dude has no loyalty to me. That dude might not even know I exist. Like, your significant other is the one who betrayed you, betrayed your trust. So in that scenario, if I know that I can save the other dude, then I would save him. If it was like if he had a higher chance for survival. Karma's a bitch.
I think because it states you're an EMT, I would think, okay, I'm an EMT. What would I do as, like, you know, as for my job?
the 100% success rate.
I don't,
you would save the person who has the highest chance of survival. And in this case,
I mean, then again, I would hope in this
brother.
scenario I'm not the only EMT on the scene, and there, you know, I have a partner, and we're both. I don't know. It's just a fucking weird thing, but yeah, that one's tough.
Because honestly, if the EMT part makes it tough,
I'll be honest. I think I would still try to save my spouse.
Really?
Yeah, I think I would.
I
would feel, don't get me wrong, I'd feel, actually, I don't even know, like, how does he know this? I mean, it was just a random dude in her car. I mean, I guess that would probably give it away, but I don't know. I think I would
jump to conclusions.
Yeah, that's true. No, I would still help my spouse in that scenario. I don't care.
If I knew she was cheating, I'm saving the dude.
Interesting.
Whatever.
You and your son. This one's. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. I thought it was. I didn't read the last part of the sentence, and I was like, "This is weird. Why are you a prisoner with your son in prison? You and your son are prisoners at a concentration camp. Your son tried. Yeah, that one took a turn. Your son tried to escape, but was recaptured and sentenced to hang at the gallows. To send a message to all others who may try to escape, the guard orders you to pull the chair out from under your son. If you refuse, the guard will kill your son and another innocent person in the camp. What do you do? If I'm
not doing it.
If my son is going to die,
I'm not doing it.
But so then you're going to condemn another person to death?
I'm not doing shit. That's not on me. These people want to be fucking psychopaths.
I mean, it's not like you're not going to. It's not your fault. But you're still going to allow. Like you could make it so someone else doesn't die.
Though. I can't though. That's fucking psychotic. That's
so the answers are
if they're just murdering people.
The answers are cheerfully pull the chair out from under your son, and the other one is refuse to pull the chair out from under your son, ensuring both his death and the death of another inmate.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
They call them inmates. They're not inmates. They're fucking prisoners.
I'm not pulling the trigger. I'm not murdering my own child. So whatever happens after that, if these fucking psychopaths want to just be out here murdering people, that's on them. I'm not being a part of that.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Your son, I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm glad it said tearfully pull the chair out from under your son, because there's no way you're just going to do that fucking willy-nilly. That one's really hard, dude.
Just fucking kick it.
Vern hasn't even been in a concentration camp, and it shows. Jesus Christ, chat. Jesus fucking Christ. That's what we're doing today?
They're not wrong.
Dude, it's not even Friday. You're a doctor at a top hospital. You have 6 gravely ill patients, 5 of whom are in urgent need of organ transplants. You can't help them, though, because there are no available organs that can be used to save their lives. The 6th patient, however, will die without a particular medicine. If he or she dies, you will be able to save the other 5 patients by using the organs of patient 6, who is an organ donor. What do you do? Sorry,
you don't murder someone.
You're not gonna. You don't murder someone. What the fuck?
Yeah, these ones are not that hard. I'm big chilling right now.
It says but it says you do. The other 5 die. I would.
People die every single day.
Yeah,
it's not going where you think it's going. People die every single day, so they could get the organs they need from wherever.
But you don't
murder someone else in anticipation.
Yeah, no, you're a doctor. You fucking save. You save, if you have the medicine to save patient 6's life, you do it. You don't just be like, we just won't give him the medicine. He can die. We'll save the other 5.
Oopsies. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
If you're not a doctor at a top hospital, then maybe you can make a different decision here. But you're a doctor. Your job is to, I don't know. That's fucking hard, I guess.
You can't just be killing people.
You can't. Well, he's not technically killing him. He's just not saving him.
Oh my God, that's still that you're still losing your license.
God, dude, those are the hard ones at the end there, bro. That was fucking rough.
They're not. They're easy.
No, there's some tough ones in there, dude. The son one, like the kid one. Bro, why is there so many kid ones, dude? I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's real fucked up.
Yeah, dude, it is.
I saw a question on Twitter. It's not a moral dilemma.
Okay.
Are you?
No, go ahead.
It was there was mixed answers, and I think it's very obvious for us, but maybe not so much to a smaller stream. It's a streaming question, and there's been a lot of them on Twitter. Would you rather have this or this? You know, today's kind of intrigued me, and I was gonna just quote tweet it and give my answer. But I decided that we were doing the podcast, so I might as well talk about it on here. But the tweet read, would you rather have, as a streamer, would you rather have 1,000 concurrent viewers every single stream consistently, or would you rather have 1,000 subs every single month consistently? And I think for us, the answer is super, super simple. But I think like maybe a smaller streamer, like having that guaranteed money is hard to.
That's what it comes down to. It's just like financial security, right? So if those 1,000 subscribers are going to allow you to do what you can do every single day, stream every single day, or make you feel more comfortable financially, then that's obviously going to be your answer. But if 1,000 subscribers, if you make money in different ways, then those 1,000 subscribers is not going to be your number one priority. So, I mean, yeah, you're right. My answer is obviously 1,000 concurrent at all times, no matter what. Boom. That would be my answer. But
yeah,
I mean, I totally understand it's kind of a different scenario for everyone. So financial security is the big one.
So like now let me explain to you as a streamer why, those of you listening, it should always be 1,000 concurrent. Because any streamer with 1,000 concurrent can absolutely leverage those numbers to earn substantially more than you will earn through the 1,000 subscribers, through brand deals and advertisements and stuff like that.
Very true.
But also just numbers aren't everything, kids.
No.
Right?
No, they're not.
So you can be happy, you can be successful, not averaging 1,000 concurrent viewers
or 1,000
subs.
Yeah. That's an interesting question, but
it was just proposed on Twitter today, and I saw a couple of different answers, and so I wanted to give our little insight. Us being the boomers of Twitch.
Who the fuck you calling a boomer?
Us collectively.
Oh, okay.
Together.
Yeah, you're right. I am kind of a boomer sometimes.
We're old as shit.
Speaking of boomer, that's not even it's not a segue at all. I don't know why I said that. I wanted to talk quickly about E3. Did you watch any of the press conferences? Did you recap? Nothing? Okay, nope. So every year, I'll be honest, I was pretty underwhelmed by this year's E3. I kind of thought this year's, maybe it'll be next year that pops off. Maybe it's because last year was COVID and there's big, maybe it put a halt on everything developmental wise.
I'm sure a lot of people didn't know it was even happening until like there wasn't much preparation involved and stuff. So
yeah, so I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed, but there was definitely still some interesting games that kind of stuck out to me. So every year, because there's so many different times for the press conferences and so many conferences that I don't get to see them all live. But there's a website that I use. If you Google it, it's literally just like E3 recap, and they put it. Whoever runs that website is fantastic. They put every single individual announcement, like video clip, gameplay, teaser, trailer, whatever, as its own individual slot on the website. It's all in chronological order of how it appeared. So it's really cool. So I use it every year. And I went through and looked at everything post E3. And so I just made a small list of kind of the games that like stood out to me that I'm actually really excited for.
Dude, hit me with it.
So yeah, I got Breath of the Wild 2, which, funny enough, I actually have started Breath of the Wild twice on the Switch, and I have yet to beat it. It's fun.
It's casual, bro. Easy.
No, it has nothing to do with the difficulty. It's just I lose interest in it, and I don't know why.
Burn through it faster.
I just lose interest in like the world. I don't know if it just doesn't. Maybe it's because I'm like coming off The Witcher and like I'm coming off all these really deep like mature RPGs that like Zelda just doesn't do it for me as much now. I don't know, but either way, Breath of the Wild 2, obviously a huge announcement for Nintendo. So I put that on the list, and I'm intrigued. I'm gonna have to finish the first one eventually. Mario Party Superstars, which I'm excited about because
are they baiting us again? Well, we actually have added real multiplayer.
They even mentioned
to the current one.
They said it. They're gonna have online multiplayer ready to go. It's gonna include.
There we go.
So it's apparently gonna have Mario Party from all the Mario parties. So it's gonna have game modes and mini games from all the Mario parties, kind of put into one. This is like the big collective one. It looks really good. I'm very excited for that. Guardians of the Galaxy is getting their own standalone game by Square Enix. Square Enix apparently is actually how you pronounce that. I've always thought it was Square Enix.
Sure.
Yeah. It looks good. It does. The characters for Guardians of the Galaxy obviously are not like they're not the exact same as the movies, so they're a little different. But it looks pretty fucking solid. And if I remember correctly, you even have choices and dialogue. I don't know if that actually like change the story or if it kind of has like a little RPG aspect to it. Gameplay looked a little kind of reminded me of kind of Spider-Man and Batman, where it was like very.
I was gonna say what kind of style.
So it was gunplay because you play as Star-Lord. I don't think you play as anyone else. So that was a little. I kind of wish you could play as all the characters, but I think you only play as Star-Lord, and it was very you use your guns and you have like your little jetpack, and it looked interesting, but it was like very combo based, very arcadey. Which
like
I think
something like Star Wars.
What do you mean? Wait,
the gameplay?
like the Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah.
No. Jedi Fallen Order is more. I would say Jedi Fallen Order is closer to. It's not obviously, but it's closer to like Dead Souls than. Yeah. Jedi Fallen Order was almost. I don't know. It wasn't arcadey to me. No, I'm talking about like Spider-Man. You know how Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man games are like very combo based. You get like a string of like 14 hits and it builds. It's like that. Okay. So it builds like a special, or the Batman games are like that too. But it sounds
cool.
It looks really interesting. No, that's a terrible example. Jedi Fallen Order is not close to. Sorry, did I say Dead Souls?
I know you meant Dark Souls. At least I assumed.
It's Jedi Fallen Order was actually a lot harder than I expected it to be. But I'm trying to think of a game that's a little bit closer to compare it to. But it's not like.
I mean, that sounds dope. Anything MCU, I'll fucking inject into my eyeballs.
Yeah,
you know,
same.
Just feed it to me. Just spoon feed it to me. I don't even care what it is.
So Marvel also announced a Marvel Avengers update to the. Did you ever play Marvel Avengers?
I did actually. No, Marvel Alliance I played.
Okay, no, Marvel Avengers is their newest game. It's pretty fucking awful.
I never touched it.
It's
actually
not that
good. Right after I said injected it. I don't care what it is. Injected it in my face. I actually never touched that game.
It wasn't good, but they just announced a Black Panther update. That looks interesting, but again, like it just wasn't a good game. It was riddled with microtransactions. So I'm hoping that Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously, I mean, just what I saw, it doesn't look like they're going that direction. But yeah, the new Black Panther update still looked a little interesting to me just because I like Black Panther. But Dying Light 2, I'm assuming you played Dying Light 1.
Yeah, dude, I never finished it. Mostly because my PC couldn't fucking run it. But
maybe a game you should go back and play.
Actually, I agree. I did have fun when I played it forever ago.
Yeah.
Especially the multiplayer.
Yeah, it has co-op. It has co-op. So Dying Light 2 is gonna be fucking sick. I cannot wait for that.
Okay.
Halo Infinite.
Of course.
Which actually I'm excited for because it just looks massive and more open world. I don't know, I kind of want to play. I always get excited about Halo and then I play it and then I'm just like, all right, I played Halo. That's it.
You know what it is?
I kind of want to grind this, man. I kind of want to grind the multi.
It's just we have so many like fond memories from when we were a kid. And when like that was just what we did when we just grinded video games. We played the fuck out of Gears, Modern Warfare 2, Halo 2, 3. Like, and we have such fond memories of sinking hundreds of thousands of hours into these games. And then the new one comes out and it's not how we remember it. It doesn't have that same effect.
I'm holding on to it, but I'm also it's coming out on PC right off the start. So I'm excited for that. So I want to play Halo Infinite on PC. I'm gonna grind it a little bit. I think I'm gonna get into it. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's good.
I'll always at least attempt.
So
new Halo, new Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. New Gears. Always at first, and then if it holds my attention, it holds my attention. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There was another game that was announced called Redfall, which I'm trying to remember. It's like a 4-player co-op. PvE, but like vampire and monsters kind of. It looked it was all, there was no gameplay. It was just a very like cinematic story trailer, if I remember correctly. It looks very intriguing. George says it's Left 4 Dead, but with zombies. But it looked like it was more story based. Like there was more, but it's either way, it's 4-player co-op. And it looks, but then there's also Back 4 Blood, which is essentially Left 4 Dead 2.0. But that literally and they announced PvP in that too. So you'll be able to play.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually did see that from you. That looks sick. We played, or I played the alpha, I think it was.
Yeah, see, I didn't play it, but there was an alpha for it, yeah.
It was dope, dude. It was really, really fun. I mean, granted, there wasn't that much content there. You just play the same thing over and over again, but it was super fun. I definitely would play. I'm going to play Back 4 Blood when it comes out, and the PvP looks sick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for all those co-op games. Here's the thing, like I like co-op PvE. Like I like it for one session, not one session, but like one playthrough. But I don't understand. I just games don't hold my attention long, for a long amount of time unless it has PvP. Like I've always been like that. Like it's not a game that I'll come back to and play. Like I've never understood the whole Destiny grind. Granted, Destiny has multiplayer in it, like PvP multiplayer in it. But like some people just play it with their friends and just get loot and loot them, shoot them. Like just PvE all day. And I'm just like, I don't know, it's not for me. So those types of games sound fun. It sounds like, for maybe a one-time playthrough. Like Redfall sounds interesting to do like a story playthrough of with 3 people. But then after you beat it, it's like it's not one of those games you're going to continue to play. At least not for me. So
yeah,
I don't know. Okay, there's a couple other ones. Forza Horizon 5, getting a wheel. I got my wheel. I'm gonna set up my wheel and I'm racing with friendos. You don't like racing games, do you?
Not simulation racing games. Dude, I've never been a big fan of like Gran Turismo or I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a fan of those either. The difference is Forza Horizon is kind of the bridge. It's kind of arcadey. It's more arcadey. Yeah, because I don't like super simulation racing games either. It's too realistic. But Forza Horizon is sick. And Midnight Club Dub Edition and shit like that. Like those, I love those games. Mostly because I was in love with Fast and Furious.
And customizing the cars is like my favorite part.
It's so sick.
Dude, yeah. I mean, Need for Speed Underground 2 is like my favorite. It's still probably my favorite racing game that I've ever played. But Forza Horizon 4 was really good. I really enjoyed it. The car customization is sick. And this one is set in Mexico. And it's just visually beautiful. So I'm going to pop out. I'm going to get the wheel. I got my extra camera. We're going to have a wheel cam. We're going to do all that shit. And we're going to race around in Forza Horizon 5.
That'll be fun. So
you should join us. You should get a wheel and you should race with us. Me, Mike, George, you.
I'm down. I just like those types of games. Like I need a story behind it. I don't want to just be like, oh, you're a professional race car driver going to different races.
Go to this race. That's probably what it'll be.
Yeah, I want like, oh, this dude came and slashed your girlfriend's tires, and now you got to race them for pink slips and get your car back, and then also like rob him of everything he loves.
You just want to be a criminal all the time.
Well, no, I'm just saying, bro. I just like I need like some sort of story. If I just have to go from race, I don't want to be a professional like race car driver.
That's why we do races together and say you suck and ram each other and do dumb shit.
Yeah, like Need for Speed Most Wanted. That was like one of my favorite. That was peak racing game.
You could have a Wrangler. Imagine. We could Jeep Wave. But that's the thing about it. You can fucking kit out your Wrangler so it's super fucking fast. It's amazing. We're gonna play it.
If I go 200 miles per hour in a Wrangler, I'm tipping that bitch.
Yeah, probably. And you could do that.
I'll roll it through the finish line.
It'll be so sick, bro. Okay, we got
friendship time.
Good friendship time. It is. The Outer Worlds 2 was announced, which I'm gonna say this and it's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. The first one sucked dick. It was not good.
Well, it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
It was super underwhelming.
Yeah. I streamed it when it first came out and I enjoyed the first stream, but like after that, there was nothing that made me want to play it anymore.
It just did not have any personality. It was so shallow. I was not really a fan of it. I tried to play it 2 different times. I played it once on stream. I lost interest, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's one of those games where I'll just like play it off stream, kind of do like quietly, just chill
around. Yeah.
And I got bored of it by myself, which I usually don't like. Those types of games
it doesn't happen.
Exactly. And I was like, you know what? No, it had nothing to do with streaming it. This game's just not very good. It's not good. So, but I still have high hopes for the second one because I feel like maybe Obsidian learned some lessons. Now they've kind of got this. I don't know. They got the blueprint, and now they can really fucking knock it out of the park. That's what I'm hoping that they do. So I still put it on my list of things that I'm kind of excited for. So
sure, yeah.
They announced Far Cry 6.
You know, I've never really played through the Far Cry games, but I've heard nothing but amazing things about them. Yeah.
Far Cry 3 and 4 are good. And then the last couple Far Cries have been a little but it's just one of those games where
it's nuts, right? Like
it's just co-op. It's a co-op shooter and it's open world. You just literally, I play it with Tucker. Tucker and I have kind of this ongoing Far Cry series.
Sure.
But you just grab somebody and you play through it. And the last, I'm pretty sure they did so they had Far Cry 5 and then they had another Far Cry game that was like in between. I can't remember what it was. It was so bad. Me and Tucker usually play all of them and we stopped playing after like a couple hours.
Yeah.
We were like, this is so bad. So I'm hoping Far Cry 6 is kind of like I don't know. I hope that it's as good as 3 and 4. We'll see. But they added I don't know the actor's name, but the guy who plays Gus in Breaking Bad. He's the villain in this game.
Okay.
So, which is fucking super dope. We know he can play a good villain, so his name is what is his name? Giancarlo Esposito, that's his name.
Yes.
He also played Moff Gideon in
he does play a really good bad guy.
Yeah.
I think it's because he has such a likable face that when he betrays you,
he's terrifying. Like he doesn't he's quietly terrifying. I don't know. He's just like this soft-spoken
you would expect him to be like your
dude.
friend's father, and then all of a sudden, like he's murdering people.
Yeah, he's
and like
terrifying.
you find that out about him. Like you're a little off put by him, but he's like your friend's father.
Yeah,
so like you're cool.
He's fine. He's such a good villain. Here's my biggest disappointment of this E3, and maybe I expected too much, but the announcement of no Elder Scrolls 6. Or like obviously they announced it previously. They would like show this little screen.
They didn't show anything else.
But they didn't show anything, not even like another teaser, nothing. I mean, I know they're working on Starfield right now, which is like their main game. But still, the Elder Scrolls fan in me, that was a little hard to see. Okay, I'm just gonna start reading off all the names and just give you quick little things of what they are.
Sure.
12 minutes. It's like a psychological thriller. You're stuck in a room. It's got Daisy Ridley, Willem Dafoe, and then there's one other actor that's a part of it too. But they got like this really good cast.
It's an escape room game?
No, it all takes place in like one little apartment. It's like a bird's eye view, but it's supposed to be like it's like kind of like a Groundhog Day kind of thing. And it's very interesting. It's very
so you
different.
play through like this whole 12 minutes and you got to figure out like the puzzle? Just keep replaying the 12 minutes?
There's more. It's like there's a story, but there's more to that. But it looks really interesting. This is a couple, I think this is like the third or fourth time I've seen some stuff on it, but it looks, oh yeah, James McAvoy is the other one. James McAvoy? Yeah, James McAvoy. Battlefield 2042. Battlefield looks dope, the new one. Did you see anything on it?
Nope.
Futuristic. Dude, fucking tornadoes and shit going through the map. It looks.
I did see a little bit on Twitter about that.
It looks interesting. New Battlefield. There's a rumor that Battlefield is releasing some type of Escape from Tarkov mode, like very similar to Tarkov.
Oh, okay,
I don't know.
I
don't know what that means exactly, but that's what the rumor is. Starfield obviously is Bethesda's new kind of baby. We'll see the acquisition of Bethesda from Xbox, if that makes a difference in the long run with everything coming out. But Stalker 2, they announced an Avatar game, and I'm not talking about Avatar The Last Airbender. I'm talking about James Cameron Avatar, like the blue people. Yeah. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
Why?
Dude, right? Kind of came out of left field. I don't know. They're trying to bring back that IP and use it in a video game. Wait, it looks interesting. It looks like it's like, an adventure story game.
Yeah, but that time to do that is come and gone.
Very weird.
Years ago.
Yeah, very weird thing to bring back.
I loved Avatar. That was one of my favorite movies when it came out.
Oh, is there a new movie coming out? Maybe that's why. Oh, there's a movie coming. Oh, so that's what they're...
Okay, timing perfect.
That makes sense.
Hey, I'm not a professional.
That makes sense.
They know what they're doing. I shouldn't question them.
I put Ghost Recon on here. Ghost Recon. And I don't know if Breakpoint, it's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I don't know if that's actually a new game or if that's their most recent one. But the reason I put it on here is because, have you played any of the recent Ghost Recon games?
Not at any length.
Dude, Ghost Recon is one of those series that Ubisoft has that has so much potential, and I feel like they've just kind of shit the bed. Like, they have this giant concept of like co-op open world, right? But like military-esque. And the concept is so cool. The potential is so good. And they just don't, I don't know, it's just missing something. It's just...
They'll get it right one of these times. Just keep pumping them out.
There's no meat and potatoes.
Just keep pumping them out, and one time you guys are going to
That's the issue. They need to just sit on it and work on a fucking great game for 4 years and then release it and just blow us all away.
Coming.
You know?
Honestly, I want one every year.
Oh, I forgot. This is the most anticipated thing or the most hyped thing that I saw at E3. Watch Dogs Legion is getting DLC called Bloodline. Am I right, guys? That's going to be sick. It's a joke. That's going to be fucking terrible. Don't play that fucking game. Watch Dogs Legion is so trash. Don't play it. It's so bad. They made DLC for that trash game.
Why did I think that had come out like 10 years ago?
Watch Dogs Legion came out a while ago, but it's DLC that they're releasing.
October of last year.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a 3.6 out of 5 stars.
It's just not a good game. It's not a good game. Cool concept again, but it's just not a good game, bro. It's so... God, man, Ubisoft has so many great IPs. They've got Ghost Recon, they've got Rainbow Six, they've got Watch Dogs, they've got more than that I can't think of. And they all come up short, man. Rainbow Six Siege obviously is like their big one, which has had incredible success, you know? But in other ways, they just, I don't know, they're all right there. Assassin's Creed, which every time I don't know. Assassin's Creed is pretty good. Like, if you want just like a fucking giant RPG with tons of shit to do, with different themes, weapons, and combat, I mean, you get that. But they did kind of change Assassin's Creed formula. It's not really what it once was, but I don't know.
Fair.
Anyway, the Division games, which are not really my cup of tea, but they have so many IPs, and they're all just all right.
What keeps happening that I see is that a lot of these, like, especially like these big, like hyped games come out and it's not what they were promised. And then they have to come back and like, they correct it eventually.
Yeah.
They correct it. They fix it, like No Man's Sky.
There's a lot of that.
Even like Sea of Thieves, they're great games now.
Well,
but
Sea of Thieves came out in early access. Granted, I think they all came out.
Yeah, but still.
I think it's one thing if you release your game as early access and as a work in progress, but when you come out and you just release your game as a whole, I'm pretty sure Sea of Thieves was early access when it came out. Maybe not though. Maybe Rare released it. I'm pretty sure Rare's the developer of Sea of Thieves, right?
No, I think they were just.
Maybe it was just bare bones. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a beta. Yes, it was a beta. So
but a beta is not like them releasing the game and calling it. I'm pretty sure it just came out and people like they were calling it early access because it was just not good.
Maybe.
But I just played through the Sea of Thieves DLC and it was still, we ran into a few issues, but it was still enjoyable, you know?
It was the one with the Pirates of the Caribbean, right? It was with Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. The other two that I put down are Elden Ring, which is the Game of Thrones, what's his name? George R.R. Martin, is that his name? Yeah, sure. his apparently he's working on this game. I think it's an MMO, but it's Dark Souls-esque. I really have no idea. Probably not
MMOs
a game I'd
scare me.
Dude, well, I mean you play MMOs. They're just not MMOs. They're not labeled as MMOs. So when you think of MMO, what do you think of?
Massively multiplayer.
So you think of like
so like World of Warcraft, and like what are some of the older ones? I guess like RuneScape would be one, right?
Yeah, but
like
there's
those types of games.
Massive multiplayer online. I mean, a lot of games are technically MMOs. They're just not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is your definition of massive?
I mean, it's that style of game, I would say. Like the Elder Scrolls Online, World of Warcraft, like that is what I would consider.
So there's a lot of like Destiny. EverQuest. Is Destiny an MMO?
I would consider it more of like a shooter, but it's definitely like it's
a shooter. But a shooter can still be an MMO.
When I think of it, I guess so, because like Elder Scrolls Online is I think you can go first person, third person, and like fuck shit up in that game too. But
so that's what I'm just saying. I don't know exactly what MMO seems to always. I mean, I agree with you. When I think of MMO, I think of those exact games too, right? Like I think of World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls Online, and I mean, which is technically an MMORPG, but then you think about games like Destiny, which technically is an MMO, but they don't really label it as an MMO. You know, they just, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It's a schluter. It's an online schluter.
Nice.
And the last game I put was Evil Dead, the game, which is literally a Dead by Daylight clone based on the Evil Dead movies. Is there two? Is there multiple?
I don't know.
Either way,
there was never my interest.
But it actually looks better than Dead by Daylight.
I was gonna say I like scary games, dude. I love Dead by Daylight too. Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight, like those games were fucking sick. But it became too tryhardy, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm. They're like, fun at first, and then people just like take them too serious. Those are like party games, in my opinion. But then people are like, "Let's get competitive, bro."
And now they're like playing for like their killer level ever. And they're ranking shit. Like, what the fuck? We like when that first came out, when those games first came out, and there was just like only streamers, and you had people like using voice changers and doing like role play and shit like that, and like fucking with the people. Now it's like we have to assemble a team and get this like all the Jennies fixed as fast as we possibly can. Fuck the bad, and then like you have the bad guy who's just killing on sight, just fucking murdering. You know what I mean? So it's just like they turned a game that was a fun party game into something competitive, and it's just like not my cup of tea.
Yeah, but this game looks very similar to those, but it looks good. Like it looks actually really interesting. I'm interested in playing it. So there was a good amount of games showed at this year's E3, but I still felt like, I don't know, maybe I went in with too high hopes, and like I thought, okay, we didn't have an E3 last year with everything that happened last year. Like they're gonna announce so much shit because everyone's back to work and they got to make money, and you know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was just gonna be crazy. So all in all, I mean, it was pretty decent. There was a lot of cool announcements, but I think the big thing for me is no Elder Scrolls update, no fucking new Splinter Cell. What the fuck's going on around here, man? Come on, we need this shit.
Did they announce the new 2K? So excited for 2K22.
Anyways, did you bring any other topics today so we can discuss
there's a lot
this?
we could talk about, but we've already been going for 2 hours. So I can make this a 4-hour banger if we want.
No, I think I got some video games that are itching me. They're scratching me that I got to go
Sure,
itch,
dude.
You know? Actually, just kidding. It's my legs because it's hot in here. My legs itch. I need lotion.
That's fair.
I need lotion. Can you come over and rub some lotion on my legs? I haven't seen you in a bit.
Actually, yeah.
Also, before we leave, how do you feel? Because a little birdie told me, not a little birdie, you told me.
By the little birdie.
You're going home tomorrow.
Yeah,
for the first time
I'm like super emotional. Like every time I talk about it, my mom texted me this morning. She was like, I can't wait. I can't believe you're coming home tomorrow. I literally almost started crying in the gym today. So for those of you guys who don't know, I moved out west from Michigan, February of 2020. And COVID happened. I literally haven't been home since I moved out here. And it's been the longest I've ever been without seeing my family, without seeing my mom. And it's been extremely hard. I tried to book a flight home like around Christmas time last year, and things just started flaring up with COVID and people coming down with it. And Michigan wasn't really taking it serious. And you had a bunch of like people that didn't believe in COVID and shit like that. And it just wasn't worth it. And then like at the start of this year, you know, it was kind of coming to a close, and I've been wanting to go all this year. I was considering going for like my mom's birthday and stuff like that, but it was like we were so close to the end Like, why go and jeopardize it now? Like, everything we had been working towards would kind of not be worth it. But everyone's getting fully vaccinated. Everyone in my family who I'm going to see is fully vaccinated. So I am leaving for home, and I couldn't be any more excited, dude. I hope it's kind of like, it like gives me some peace of mind. It like helps me find some peace within myself. Because this year's been fucking super hard. I can only imagine how it's been for a lot of us out there. You know? But we're almost done with this thing. Like, I started off the podcast talking about how like Washington and Oregon are opening back up again, like fully. So man, it feels good to get back to some sort of like normalcy, and I'm so excited to see my family.
Yeah, I know how important family is to you. So, and I mean, I was with you the last time we saw your mom. Like, literally, I was with you when we went. So I feel like I haven't seen your mom in forever. So, and it's literally your mom. So I'm just excited for you to go and see your family. It's been too long. Especially because when you moving out here, buddy, when you moving out here, and then the timing, it's like you moved out here and then the world went to shit. So I feel like you've had like this really poor experience in some ways. Obviously I mean, not being able to just go back and visit your family whenever you want to, which is what you came here, that was the understanding. Yeah. And now you haven't been able to do it. So I know how important that is to you, and I'm excited that you get to go back and see the mama, see the pop, see all the family, see your brothers, your sisters, your cousins.
Yeah. It should be good, dude. I'm super excited.
Oh yeah. So, but I'm gonna miss you, and when you come back, I'm gonna kiss you on your lips. So
I'm looking forward to it. We can do that. We're both vaccinated.
Them big ass juicy lips, them big ass dicks. Anyways, sure. We'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much for listening to episode 37 of Brothers to the End podcast. I know we've been pretty inconsistent, but hopefully we're back. How long are you gonna be gone?
Just a week. Oh, I mean, that's a long ass fucking time.
I mean, but you good. You need it. You go enjoy
the longest
that week.
Time, dude. Even like when we went to Europe, I streamed while we were in Europe. This is gonna be the longest time I've gone in forever.
That's all right. Hey, streaming. You deserve it. Take that time.
Yeah.
Enjoy it with the fam. Disconnect a little bit.
Absolutely.
Live it up, baby. Live it up.
For sure.
And we'll see you guys live it up too if you're listening, watching, whatever. You guys know where to find us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully we can be back in 2 weeks ish around there. We will. You heard it from the man himself.
For sure.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Vern, you're beautiful. I love you.
I gotta sneeze. Wrap it up.
Okay, we'll wrap it up. Bye, guys. We'll see you later. Take it easy.